Hello, 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 and welcome to the EpicSeven World Championship Preliminaries trial period. We're gonna do something different. It's around EpicSeven World Championship time, which means that there's new RTA content, which is a best of 3 accumulated ban series. There's a fly in my room, and I wish to destroy it. Wait, what? Milam and Kisei? When did I ever ban Milam and Kisei? Why are they there? I've never banned them. Ed and Junie? I think that's her name. Alright, so we're just gonna start off with our boy DJB, because he's one of my favorites, and he's a good bridge to whatever I want to do. So I did Zio ran. All right, so this is perfectly fine. Let's go with Karina and Aiden. So it looks like this first game I'm going to be anti-cleaving. Gonna go with Aiden so that they can't take Aiden, because she ends up ruining a lot of what I want to do if she's on the enemy team. Sharklet and Jacko. So this is exactly what I thought it would be. So we are gonna go ahead and do a where are you? A designer a little bit, and Rowana. Because now they essentially have to ban Rowana, or else they die. I might get rid of the Ran at this point. We'll really have to see who their last is. Yeah. So they do have book. I can get rid of their book. Am I afraid of the Caesarea? Yes. So they're probably going to ban Rowana? No, they're going to ban Dilibet. Okay. This is perfectly fine. They are going to soul burn, I imagine. Aiden really has to put in some work here. Who are they going to push back, though? Are they going to push back DJB, or are they going to push back Karina? We'll really have to see. They're going to push back Rowana, which is fine. They are going to kill her. But by doing so, that pushes up. Yeah, so my Rowana is on Idol's Cheer. So now my Karina is up, and my Aiden is up. I think they have to try and stun someone, because this is going to S1 with Sharklet. But that's fine. Yep, this is all perfectly fine. Rand doesn't have Soul Burn, so we're going to see what happens here. They might just S1 again. Yeah, they're just going to S1, get another dual attack. My Aiden continues to be pushed up, and I will go ahead and kill the Sharklet. Get invincibility for everybody. And then I will... let's see, what can I do here? I can punch the Zio, because Karina's existence makes whatchamacallit, makes Jacko not that strong. Zio will probably go into Aiden, try to hit her down. Or they might go into DJB and get just get that kill. Okay, this is not a damaged Zeo, so they're not gonna get anything. So I'm gonna go ahead, hit you, and then we will go ahead and they give up. Okay, so typical anti-cleave game here. And what will be banned now will be who was banned in the first round. So they banned my Dilibet, so Dilibet will be banned, and I banned their Ciceria, so they can't use Ciceria anymore, which works for me. The question just becomes, do they try to cleave again? Because if they do, I will do the same thing again. Okay, so we're running it back. We are just running it back. I will go ahead and take, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to take Karina and Aiden. We'll see how this one goes along. They might decide to go for a Zahak or for a Bryceria to kind of mitigate for the Aiden. It also is good information. The Zeo was on Bloody Rose and not on Book, which is very useful information. So we have those units, and that is perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and Sage Ball, and let's go ahead and do let's do Ed. Ed seems pretty good here. Ed is banned. Never mind. Let's go ahead and do who can I do here that would be good? Could go DJB. Let's go ahead and let's do Dilibet. Dilibet is also banned. Let's do Bellion. Sure. Just to make sure that they don't have Book. Depending what their last two picks are, I can always ban the Bryceria. Because... oh, I have acquired Fruit Shaved Ice. Wonderful. So we will go ahead and see what they decide to do here. I can always last pick Benimaru. Okay, I mean, that's fine. I can last pick Rimuru then. Let's go ahead and last pick Rimuru. Yeah, let's last pick Rimuru. And get rid of... who do we get rid of? We can get rid of... they still don't have any Book. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Zeo. Okay. So this should be fine. They're probably going to try to sleep the Karina or the Bellion. If they sleep the Karina, or they might go into Aiden to try and force a pop. Okay, they're gonna sleep the Bellion, which is fine. I will take your stealth, even though that doesn't really do anything. That does, whatchamacallit, activate Bryceria, but I am hoping that Rimuru might be able to resist this, maybe. He did. Everybody resisted everything, actually. That's not a high effectiveness Everybody resisted everything except for Bellion, but she's asleep, so I don't particularly care. So they can go into... Okay, they're just going to S1 into Rimuru. That is very unfortunate for them. I'm going to go ahead, take their probably defense and speed buff, pop them, do a good amount of damage. I don't think this will... They're going to wake up the Bellion, which works for me. They're in a bit of a pickle, because this won't kill my Aiden. And now I can just do this. Get rid of the Lionheart Sirmia, who was their anchor. And with her gone, and Bellion here, I'm just going to S1. There's no... I mean, I don't have an S2 anyway, so there's no need for... And they left. That was pretty harmless. These might be longer videos just because of the nature of best of 3. That was pretty short because they just decided to try and cleave me the entire time. But let's run it back. Let's see what else we can do. I appreciate that the front of the EpicSeven World Champions picture is DN and RB, 2 units that are not really used anymore in RTA. What is this? Misaka, I believe, is who we're fighting. Zio and Lua. Yeah, Misaka. Okay, so we're no Zio, no Lua. We're just gonna start off with our typical Mr. Daijo Bades. So these ones are a little bit more tactical, I guess, strategic than RTA, because you can really bamboozle people in best of 1. In best of 3, though, you get a good look at their units, and you can kind of work around that in rounds 2 and 3. So we'll see what we can do here with the opponents that we are given. I imagine they'll probably go something rather neutral. I might go LRK. Might do Arwell LRK just for a good amount of reach. Okay, Destina. Not super scared of Destina, so I'm going to go ahead and do you and you. And this is a pretty good core of units at the moment, because picking Destina does kind of relegate them into a slower style of game. What else? Okay, so this is fine. They are pretty slow. So I can go ahead and pick... I'm going to pick Zahak and Landy. So now... Meru. Do I care about Meru, though? Milim, I will go ahead and get rid of you, because you will probably be getting rid of Zahak. Okay, so this is fine. I'm not particularly worried about any of this. My Landy will be in stealth, so I'm not particularly worried about any of that. They're going to get rid of this. They're probably going to S1 into the Landy. They're probably going to bring the Rylet. Nope, Destina, which works for me. I'm going to go ahead and push that up. And now LRK will get to S3. Do a good amount of damage to the Rylet and to the Karina if it pops the... Okay, that hit. So that's going to pop the barriers on everybody, which yummy in my tummy, Mr. DJB will love. And they can't really do much to anybody. They don't have defense buff anymore, so I don't even know if they're going to if they're going to S3. Okay, they're going to S3 into R. Well, it's not going to do a lot of damage because there's no defense buff. And okay, it did 6,000. So we are now going to hit the funny landy button, push everybody up, give them speed buff. I don't know if I hit the Rylet. I did not. They're probably going to push up the Rylet. If I were to guess, heal him up a little bit. Or they might push up the... Yeah, they're just going to heal the Rylet. Rylet's probably going to go into the Arwell. Get rid of the mitigation. And that's fine. We'll probably lose because of this, but I'm just hoping that one day Landy will hit something, and that we can kind of get a little bit of momentum going with Landy. Speaking of momentum, that is hyper useful. Good job, Landy, with the lucky dual attack. If I can hit Rylet, that would... Okay, so I am a seer, because now the Destina is kind of forced into S3ing. Okay, yep, we're going to do that. Probably going to, again, go into the DJB crit. That is fine. Do a good amount of damage. I'm actually going to go into you. I don't know if I'll be able to kill with the Landy S1, but I'm certainly going to try. Actually, do I just get rid of the... Let's get rid of the Karina. Go back into stealth. And now, I don't know how far back everybody is, but Rylet will be revived without evasion buff, and everybody's pretty far back. Lilias can just S1. She gets the punchy lady, which works for me. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this Rylet. Don't counter. Great. And they gave up. Okay, so another successful win. Landy really pulling through with hitting the Rylet. And that's kind of the biggest issue. Eventually, I will hit the Rylet. So I'm not rushing into the match. So now the pre-bans are going to be Milim and Zahak, which are fine, I guess. So they're going to do Celilius. This is perfectly reasonable. I am going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to do Arwell and DJB. They are going to go AOL. Perfectly understandable. Very reasonable. I imagine they're going to try and ban the DJB out. Yeah, there's the LRK. Wholly understandable. What I can go ahead and do then is provide myself a little bit of tempo. I can go ahead and who would be pretty good here, actually? I can Cuckoo Choo. Who don't I care about? I can do a who doesn't need buffs? I can do Dilibet and oh god, where are you, Aiden? Fuck. My Phyllis isn't built. I lost. My Phyllis isn't built, so we lose because I picked Aiden and it decided that no, I didn't pick it fast enough. So we're in a little bit of trouble. I'm positive they don't know what to do now because they have, yeah, they're just gonna go for Stene. perfectly fine. Understandable, reasonable. I don't really have anything I can do here. I have no reach whatsoever. I have no way to hit the anybody. So I'm just going to slam shoe. Yeah, let's just slam shoe. Get rid of you. And then we lose because they're gonna ban shoe. And I'm gonna have a worthless piece of Phyllis. Yep. So this isn't gonna work. I think we're gonna have to. Yep, there she is, all the way at the back. Look at her go. Oh no. I mean, there is a world where Dilibet can solo this. We are not a part of that world. Okay. Let's go ahead and we'll get rid of you first. Okay, you're pretty squishy. Yep, I'm just gonna keep getting rid of you. I mean, if we can pull this off with a dead unit, I will be amazed. Okay. But they're just pushing up. This will more than likely kill Phyllis. I don't know if she has any gear, if I'm honest. She does have some gear. That did a lot of damage, though. So yeah, we're really gonna have to... we are going to get rid of you. Hopefully get rid of your heal buff. Good job, Phyllis. Good dual attack. Okay, no such luck there. They're probably going to go into Dilibet and bring Bellion, I would imagine. No, they go into you. Okay. I mean, we just have to hope. We're playing this out for the long game, you know. So we have to work slowly and methodically. So they're still going into that. Perfectly reasonable. They're probably going to push back DJB again. Okay, they get a lucky dual attack with Bellion. I am going to stun the Bellion. I swear, if I can make this work, I will lose my mind. Please stun. Thank you. Okay, so now we can get rid of the... do we push up or do we just heal? I think we still just heal. We need to get rid of the... Okay. Phyllis really wants to be a part of the show. That's going to give everybody defense buff. You don't have horse for a while, so we're just going to S1. I have 11k on my... 11k on my... on my Phyllis. So I mean, she's not... We're not losing. This is also a very squishy AOL. So they're just gonna keep going. Okay. What do I do here? I'm gonna go into you. Okay, that is immensely squishy. Let's kill you. And then let's hit you. Oh my... Phyllis. Phyllis. She's not on Unity, I swear. Okay, so LRK, still 2 turns away. They're gonna soul burn this, without a doubt. But that's just increasing Phyllis's strength. We're gonna need to get rid of a lot of people. Yeah, this is rough. They're gonna do that. That is perfectly fine. I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse everybody. And I can't believe this is happening. Okay. We're gonna go ahead. Get rid of you. You have one turn. So if I don't hit that, then that is bad. I am going to try to provoke the Bellion. It is injury, so I'm not scared of it countering. Let's go ahead, hit you. Okay, that Bellion is also, everything's so squishy. I guess we're in Frenzy 4, but yep, that is perfectly fine. They're going to do this. Okay, I was going to say if Arwalt could live, but that is perfectly fine. I mean, I'm going to have to try and stun you. No stun. Okay. Gonna go ahead and S3. This LRK might just end up killing everyone that did not do anything, and also it pushed him forward. So I think we're dead here because we don't have any mitigation. We do have defense buff. Okay, Phyllis, I mean, you gave up. You tried your best, but unfortunately it was not enough to overcome. The Bellion getting the extra attack on the provoke was very unfortunate. And killing the Arwell there, also incredibly unfortunate because it allowed my Arwell died. And my Arwell needed to be able to stun the LRK. So no Stene. So that is good. Again, I will pick... you know what? Let's go... No. Yeah, let's go DJB. Because they're probably going to go Seal Elias, LRK. Something along those lines. Try to just use the LRK for incremental advantage. A night fight, as it were. So there's the Celilius. I wouldn't be surprised if they did LRK here. They might do Bellion. But more than likely, I would guess they're going to do LRK. Because they know that I will go LRK. Bellion is risky at this point because I will pick LRK. I'm not scared to do that. And I also learned that everybody that they picked, relatively squishy, all things considered. I'm very proud of my Pilus for living that long, if I'm completely honest, because I did not expect her to. Shuna. Okay, that's fine. I can go for... let's see. I'm going to go for Karina and Dilibet here. Shuna is annoying just because of her ability to put people to sleep, which is immensely strong. But she's typically not billed with effectiveness. Yep, perfectly reasonable. Perfectly reasonable. I'm going to go ahead and pick... I'll need to pick two counters to Rylet. The question just becomes, which ones do I do? They don't have any revive. So if I can get rid of... I'm confused. I mean, this kind of looks like a little Queen Charlotte and little Queen Charlotte and I can go Abigail. We'll see how this one works out. Just having fun. Whatever. It doesn't matter. These are the trials of the preliminaries, so it's not like there's any sort of cost to any of these. At the moment, I'll probably ban Rylet just because he has a lot of pure damage. Sure. I'll just ban Politis. Okay, they're gonna go ahead, get rid of Karina. Not particularly worried. I didn't move LQC to the back row. Whoops. That is fine. We should still be okay. So this is going to do that. Give a defense buff. They're probably just gonna. Up. I have acquired more shaved ice. What can we do here? I am going to attempt to stun you. Perfect. So now the question just becomes, what do they do? Do they put people to sleep? But the Dilibet is going next. Do they give everybody a barrier? Okay, they're going to give everybody a barrier. I am going to strip you, do an amount of damage to you, because you seem relatively squishy. Yeah, let's go ahead and just silence you. Okay, did not silence. Putting the immunity, it is a 12k HP Politis, so it's probably not the most damage. We're gonna see what they do here. They might soul burn into the LQC. That's not gonna do much. That's doing a lot, actually. Why is that doing so much? We're gonna have to hope for a bonk here. A good bonk. Okay, yep, okay. Goodbye. Good bonk, LQC. Good bonk. And now I'm not scared. There they go. LQC with the bonk. The good bonk. You love to see it. And while that was a very long video, we have remained undefeated. That was actually is very fun. I do like the best of three orientation. It puts a lot of emphasis on actual strategic growth throughout a course of 3 rounds, as opposed to a 1v1 1 round. Oh, I got luck sacked or RNG oblivioned into losing. This one's like, oh, I got RNG oblivion into exploding. Next fight, let's go. And you can work around that. And it gives you an idea of everybody's units and what they're doing. So that was really, really fun. I'm dying on the inside, but that was really fun. Thank you for watching this very long video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button and the subscribe button. Feel free, leave a comment down below what you think of the EpicSeven World Championships. Are you going to participate? Are you going to win? Will you make a new skin for Shu? Specifically her. You're not allowed to make a skin for anyone else. You have to choose Shu, and she has to be a different animal. If you did not like the video, I am sorry, but I am not sorry. And if you felt incredibly ambivalent about the entire thing, make some lemonade. Lemonade sounds really good now that it's almost summer.